Hey guys, quick video. I want to talk about political labels. I was having a conversation with somebody in the comment section of one of my videos, and he brought up the fact that he said he's a liberal gun owner. And that kind of ticked something off in my head, and I wanted to respond to that. Now, I did leave him a brief comment, but it wasn't as detailed as I wanted to get. And so I thought, you know what, I'll just make a video about it. Maybe you'll see it, maybe other people will see it, maybe somebody will find it entertaining or informative, who knows. But you know, the idea of political labels is something I'm very much against. And the reason why is because a political label is basically just something that a politician or somebody in power basically kind of hangs a badge on an individual's shirt and says, look, here you go, this is what you are. You know, you're a part of the group. Now, vote this way. I mean, that's essentially what it is. I mean, when you subscribe to a political belief, whether it's Republican or Democrat or conservative or liberal or whatever it is, it's basically like looking at a list of you know, beliefs and disbeliefs and saying, okay, I believe in this, I believe in this, I believe in this, I believe in this, don't believe in that, don't believe in that, don't believe in that. And you have to check off all those marks. I mean, it's essentially what's behind the idea of a political label. Now, why is that a bad thing? Well, because we're all individuals. We don't all necessarily believe in the same things, but yet when we have this nice little badge on us and when we feel like we're a part of the group, which is all just a way for politicians to mold us into one big voting block, then we begin to forget our individuality. We begin to grow this inherent stubbornness in us that allows us to not see past party lines or political leanings. You know, this is a tactic that's been used by politicians and kings and queens for hundreds of years. I mean, you know, they used to use religion, you know, Catholics versus Protestants. They would use these labels to basically get people to do what they wanted them to do so that they could retain the power that they had. I mean, that's essentially what it boils down to. That is what a political label is. It's a way to gather people together in groups, voting blocks, to retain power and to take away your individuality. That is why I feel that these labels are bad. Now, why is that important on an individual level? Well, because when you try to have a conversation with somebody, like so many of us out there who are pro-gun, we try to have these conversations with people who are anti-gun. When we come at them as pro-gun, conservative, right-wing Republicans, that's all that person sees, okay? And they shut it down. They put up the wall. They don't listen to anything. They don't listen to our facts, to our statistics about background checks, about gun crimes, about, you know, everything from you know, the fact that more guns in law-abiding citizens' hands actually lower crime, to, you know, the NFA and how that completely did nothing to stop crime at all. I mean, they don't listen to anything. They simply see conservative, Republican, pro-gun, nut job. They shut it down. Okay? And in all honesty, a lot of people who are pro-gun and who are more conservative and Republican tend to do the exact same thing when somebody who is anti-gun, liberal, Democrat, left-winger comes at them. They shut it down. They don't listen to anything that person has to say. And a lot of times it's just this inherent stubbornness that subscribing to a certain political label has just kind of built up inside you. And it's turned you from an individual into just another cog in a political machine. That's essentially what you've done to yourself when you subscribe to a political label. So, you know, when this guy told me he was a liberal gun owner, I said, well, to me, that's not being liberal at all. Maybe you have some liberal beliefs. I even have some liberal beliefs. Granted, most of my beliefs would fall towards the conservative side of things, especially the pro-gun, pro-freedom stuff. But I have some beliefs that would fall in line with liberal stuff as well. But I don't call myself a liberal, and I don't call myself a conservative. I don't even call myself a libertarian anymore, because that has become just another political label. And so what I've found in the past, and just in the last couple of years especially, when I can come at somebody from that angle, from saying, look, I believe a little bit on this way, I believe a little bit this way, but I'm very pro-gun, pro-freedom, you know, pro-liberty, and here's why, and here's some of my stats, it's easier to get people to listen to you. It's easier to get people to listen to an individual than an ideology that they already disagree with from the get-go, even if they don't understand that ideology. I mean, there's a lot of people who are anti-gun that they shut it down when it comes to anything that can be conceived as liberal or excuse me, as conservative or Republican or right-wing at all, or pro-gun or anything. They shut it down. They don't listen. But when you can come at somebody as an individual, you have a better chance of actually getting them to listen to you. And isn't that the first step in trying to make a difference when it comes to people being pro-gun and trying to get your message across, is actually getting people to listen to you? So that's it, guys. Political labels are bad. They strip away your individuality, and they make it harder for people to really pay attention to your message and to what you're trying to say. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Questions, comments, all that good stuff, leave it down below, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks.